This week, we conclude our ongoing series learning about and exploring the 12 tribes of Israel with learning about the youngest son of Jacob's 12 sons, that being Benjamin. Let's explore it together. Shalom, my friends. This is the Kibbutz Girls with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Benjamin was the youngest son of all the sons of Jacob and brought that number to 12. And that's where we get the number 12 for the 12 tribes. That is parallel to the 12 months of the year. That is parallel to the 12 constellations. He really concludes this incredible mishpacha, as we say in Hebrew, this family that came out of Jacob and his wives and his maidservants, and really bringing forth the beginning generation of the Israelite and eventually the Jewish people. And Benjamin is a very interesting personality and character in the Torah. As the youngest, Jacob takes care of him, keeps an eye on him a bit more than the other sons, especially because his older brother, from the same mother, from Rachel had two sons, Joseph and Benjamin, was obviously missing for many, many years. And that broke the heart of Jacob, that broke the heart of Benjamin. And after that, Jacob was even more careful and kept even more of a close eye and watch on Benjamin, hoping that nothing bad would happen to him. But then, of course, the story happens where the older brothers go down to Egypt to get food because there's a famine. They meet Joseph, who they don't know is Joseph, who is appointed by Paro to, excuse me, to collect and give out the food to all of Egypt and all to all the nations that come down to Egypt for food. And that's when the story continues, and eventually they share with Joseph that they have a younger brother who's back in the land of Canaan, and Joseph asks them to bring him to him so that he could see him. And they know that that's the worst thing to ask, that their father Jacob will never, ever allow that to happen. And it becomes quite a saga. And when they go back to the land of Canaan, Jacob does say no, says no for a while, and only allows them to bring back Benjamin to Egypt when he realizes how desperately they need food again. And then it doesn't end there. The brothers bring Benjamin. Joseph sees him, gives him a big hug, has a little bit of a cry. It's a very emotional moment for Joseph, and then sees them on their way with food. But he frames Benjamin, his younger brother, right, by putting his goblet in his bag and accusing him of stealing it. It's an ongoing story. Eventually, they're caught, they're brought back, and they don't know what to do. And at that point, they just pour out their hearts before Joseph, and that opens up Joseph's heart, and that's when he reveals himself, his true identity, to his brothers as their brother. And he's so excited and so happy about finally being reunited as an entire family of all the 12 sons together, especially to see his younger brother Benjamin. Benjamin in the list of symbols is related to a wolf. And his tribal land is just north of the land of Judah, which is the land of Jerusalem. So it's very, very close to the center of the country. And in fact, we learned that the eventual first temple and second temple will span both of these tribal territories, both in the tribe of Judah and in the tribe of Benjamin. It's really interesting because the first king, King Saul, comes from the tribe of Benjamin, but after his downfall, kingship is transferred over to the neighboring tribe, and that, of course, being the tribe of Judah, and that's where kingship stayed. It's also interesting that today the land of the modern state of Israel, right, there's all these different regions of the modern state of Israel, and the land just north of Jerusalem, in that part of Judea, is called actually not Judea, but it's called Binyamin in Hebrew, after the tribe of Benjamin. So Benjamin really closes off the story of the 12 tribes of the children of Jacob. His mother Rachel, Jacob's most beloved wife and partner, and we learn that she dies in childbirth. Right? She never actually gets to meet Benjamin. She never gets to meet actually the last son that she brings to Jacob. And we know that she dies on the road, and Jacob buries her in Beit Lechem, in Bethlehem, right? Efrat, really, as the Torah says, and her grave will be a very special place for the Jewish people for thousands of years. The mother of Benjamin will be a very, very special personality for the Jewish people for thousands of years, specifically a place to go pray. And hundreds of people go to her grave every single day in Israel to pray for all kinds of help and salvation. And we learn according to Jewish tradition that Benjamin's mother, Rachel, when the Jewish people were leaving on their first exile, that she came out to the road, right? The spirit of Rachel came out to the road and cried for them, right? And prayed for them that they should be safe and protected. And one day, please God, come back soon. So the prayers of Rachel, the mother of Benjamin, have been answered in modern day times with the Jewish people returning to their homeland thousands of years later. And with Benjamin and learning about him, we round up this amazing series of learning about each of the 12 tribes of Israel. All the best and be well.